What is up? What is up, peoples? I gotta maybe say something else before that, but whatever. Okay. So, right off the news of that, the NES Classic system, the very hard, elusive one, they're ending production of it.
Why so soon?
Because let's fucking make a Super Nintendo one. That's why. Oh!
Are you serious?
Well, there's a rumor going around that they are gonna make a Super Nintendo Classic.
Really?
console next, yes.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be. Well, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just stating that's the rumor. That's what's going on. And supposedly it's gonna be out by the end of the year. That is that sounds crazy to me. Yeah, like it's weird that they ended the NES Classic so soon, just for the SNES Classic. It could be possible.
If it's backwards compatible, I'd understand.
Yeah, because I feel like there's still a good amount of people. Like this week, Best Buy had some, and there were still lines of people trying to get one.
Yeah.
So, kind of sucks for the people that didn't get one. Though, I don't know. I'm still kind of lost at this news. Let's first. You sounded pretty excited. So I would assume you're excited for it. If it's true. You didn't get the NES Classic.
Nah.
Would you get the SNES Classic? Would you get that one?
Oh, of course, because like I didn't really grow up with the NES back in the day. Because a lot of the games that came out for the NES, I ended up getting like on the remakes or like the compilations. So like, you know, I grew up more with the Super Nintendo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I felt too.
Yeah. So I have more of a connection with that.
Yeah. When I heard about the NES Classic, I'm like, oh, that seems like a cool idea. I ended up getting one because I'm like, Nintendo, yeah. But, you know, I also grew up with the Super Nintendo. I'm not as excited for it though. I'm more confused, as you heard earlier.
What?
There is a system that Nintendo owns called that Nintendo released called the Nintendo Switch. They've been making virtual console games for the last two systems.
Oh yeah, true.
And I would figure that they would put any Super Nintendo kind of like remakings into the Switch, and even like, you know, the two controllers on the side. It just hit me while I was thinking about this that basically it has the same layout as a Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
It has the 4 buttons. Well, it has an analog stick, but
that is true.
But that could be counted as the D-pad, and then it has like the left and right buttons there. So it would be perfect to emulate the Super Nintendo.
That is true.
And since you already have a Switch, you already have two controllers, which you can already pass to someone. Yeah. And it's funny because the Wii, if you turn that sideways, that's an NES controller.
Yeah. Basically. Exactly.
Yeah, so that was weird to me. It was also weird that it seemed that they wanted to. So based off this, they made the NES the classic NES, and now they want to make a Super Nintendo one, and they ended the NES one production rather quick.
Yeah.
So it seems like these are more like special like edition consoles.
Oh shit!
So
that means the prices are gonna go way
up for them. So now knowing this, people, if there is a Super NES Classic, people are gonna go crazy over that because they know that these consoles are very limited. It kind of reminds me of the Amiibo hype when like the first wave of Amiibos, they weren't too hard to get because no one kind of expected it. I saw some of the rare ones in my Target sitting there for like a month, and that's because like no one kind of knew that these were going to be hard to find. And then by the second wave and third wave, people were like, okay, this is going to be hard. Like, this is hard. So the people would just line up and they would just sell it instantly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's kind of my mixed reactions about that. Like, I would love to get one, but I don't know, like, what am I going to have to do to get one?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a little shady.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know, like, I love Nintendo as a company for making great games and stuff, but I'm very skeptical on their business practices.
Yeah, like kind of like releasing things.
Exactly.
Like everything seems to be like kind of scarce. Like even the Switch right now. Like
yeah.
Though I don't feel like it's as bad as like kind of how the Wii was for sure. I feel like if you could get if you really wanted to get a Switch, you could really get a Switch because there's a good amount like of those online bundles out right now. But yeah, like I get you. Like
you have to pay a price, a hefty price though, more than what the Switch costs.
Yeah. So let's go. So let's go kind of a more happier tone. What games are on it?
Oh man, well,
I feel you have Super Mario World, and
for sure.
Super Mario World 2,
for sure. Legend of Zelda.
Yep, Link to the Past.
Super Metroid.
I was gonna say Super Metroid.
Super Metroid.
I feel Super Metroid.
Mega Man X.
Yes.
Mega Man X.
You gotta put X.
1, 2, and 3.
You think 1, 2, and 3? They could do that. Though in the NES Classic, they only had Mega Man 2. I want to say. Very weird. But I feel like if they're gonna put 1, they have to put X.
Yeah.
They got to put Mega Man X.
I guess because like Mega Man 2 is like the most popular one. That's the one people love and rave about all the time. I can understand why, but my personal favorite's 3.
Really? My personal favorite's still 1.
I like.
But yeah.
No, like Mega Man Classic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mega Man Classic. My favorite is 2.
I'm about to say
3.
I think 2 because a lot of Mega Man like enthusiasts say that's the easiest one.
It's
so
the best and easiest one.
It kind of makes sense, yeah.
Just like Sonic 2, it's their favorite.
Yeah,
everyone's favorite unanimously.
Yeah. Oddly enough, they didn't have a Mario, huh?
Everyone says 3 is for Mario.
Yeah, they usually say 3 or World, but yeah, okay. What else? I would figure they would put Final Fantasy 6 in that.
Ooh.
And Chrono Trigger.
Ooh.
Those would be like the two go like games RPG wise. I don't know if they would put both, but I feel like you would have to have one.
They have to.
Or
they gotta put at least 6. If not, then maybe 4, 5.
Yeah. I don't know what else could they put in there.
It's funny. They don't really.
Maybe a Street Fighter, like the Street Fighter 2.
And no, I don't really like the one for Super Nintendo very much.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of the Sega Genesis one. It's a lot faster and smoother. The sound is nicer to my ears.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can't tell you the difference between all those right now, but like, you feel like that would be one of those. What else? Final Fight. Yeah. Probably put Earthbound.
Yeah. I never played Earthbound.
I'm trying to think what other Donkey Kong Country.
Yes.
They had to put one of the 3.
Never played it, but yes. Yeah. I've always seen it. It looks really cool to me.
And I'm just like looking through my amiibos and be like, what games was there? Yeah, I don't know.
F-Zero.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Star Fox.
Star Fox, yes. I figure.
I would love. No, they probably won't though.
What?
I was gonna say
64 Classic.
No,
let's just focus on one at a time.
Yeah, that's. Let's
focus on one at a time
that's
now.
Something way in the future.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would hope that maybe for Star Fox 2, because apparently they never finished.
Oh yeah, it was kind of close to being done. Yeah,
and they just didn't bother.
That would never happen. But yeah, that would be an interesting idea.
It'd be so cool if they did.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Star Fox for sure.
Be interesting to see what this list would be. There's so many great games to choose from that library.
I know.
I don't know what else I could name off from the top of my head. Yeah. Ooh, I would love it. I doubt they would do this if they took the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon from Super Nintendo and they made an English port to it. But I doubt they would do that. They didn't do that with the original Fire Emblem for the NES Classic. So and probably Japan's gonna get exclusive. Japan only games, and then probably we're gonna get the kind of gray Super Nintendo, and everyone's gonna get the colorful kind of ones. You've seen those controls, right? If you guys have it right here,
when they do that.
Here's the North American one, then here's the European, Japanese one.
Why do they always do that with everything that?
Because we're American, we're more maybe I don't know. We don't like colorful things. And then also, when they import Kirby games, they always make Kirby more serious.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And the Japanese covers, he's always smiling, and here he's just more serious,
action packed.
I'll probably put more pictures here to compare, but yeah, it's certainly interesting when they bring things to us. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so with that, we'll see what happens with this supposed Super NES Classic. All right, guys. Peace.